content creators versus professional boxers. You know, before
at most a shove.
Before we
increase the intensity.
Before we started the show, Hezbollah was telling me, Nicolette, you host these guys on Power Play. Nikambe, I cannot. We're purists. So labda tuwalete Friday celebrity pundits.
No, even here we're serious.
Mbona mnakata kuhost maceleb nyinyi?
Hatujakata. No. You know unaisema vibaya. It's just that you know what, when Jake Paul is meeting up.
Jake Paul. Jake Paul.
Boyo pale Madara United man, nafikiria tu hiyo game.
Wongo.
Jake Paul when he's fighting against his brother Logan, there's no we can talk about it here at Tuaite hapa. If we are going for the likes, yes. But for seriousness.
But Jake Paul has a promotion. He has MVP promotions.
Sawa, is he a professional fighter?
Well, he says he is.
Do you believe him?
No.
Do you believe his jaw? Thank you very much.
But acha tupigane.
No, ni vizuri wacha watu wapigane. It's just that manze kwa press conference ama hata kwa the way in bana mkata.
But that is a proper marketing masterclass.
No, it's not.
They've kept us waiting for all month.
Can I tell you my problem with all these theatrics?
Like goons jumping up.
You know my problem with all these theatrics is it.
Thank you, they're theatrics and I like what she said.
It takes away from the actual sport, and boxing is a very important sport in Kenya.
They've kept us
waiting
what? For all 2 months.
Ni venye mna kazi ya kufanya.
Hakuna theater chaka.
Hauna kazi ya kufanya.
People are going to watch that match, are very serious people.
Which ones?
So you want to tell me akina our MPs who are going to watch it?
Are serious people really? They're serious people. Really? They're serious.
Very serious.
I thought we should told me someone else.
Very serious people. Very serious members of the society. They're going to watch that match. Hezbollah is going to watch that match. A very serious member of the society.
Hezbollah is not a serious member of society. Yeye mwenyewe huwezi pasha dem njia, huwezi mpatia njia.
Landlord ali promise some money, si ndio?
These guys
sad.
Wakona they're going to get a lot of money from it. They've made say everyone wants to know what's happening in the boxing
Trust
world.
me, not everyone wants to
in
know.
The social media
the people
world.
The purists and lovers of combat sports know what is happening in the world of boxing.
But let's be honest, they've brought more eyeballs. Kuna watu wako wanajua.
What eyeballs?
So boxing imerudi Kenya.
What do you mean? Who said that?
Ndio hii kuna nini?
You know Hezbollah, I challenge you. No.
Angalia TikTok.
No, Hezbollah, I challenge you.
Guys like Kina Kalakoda sitting there saying
no.
These are the eyeballs we need for.
Let me challenge you. Any boxing event that you hear happening, attend. And then come and tell me that you'll find it's empty.
No, you won't find it's empty.
Then,
but look at now everyone online is
everyone
online is talking about it.
Why?
It's trending.
Why?
Sawa.
Yeah, it's trending.
It does. It has served the purpose.
It's
brought eyeballs to the sport.
And I agree with you on one thing.
The issue is
it's trending.
The current generation. Hata ukiuliza akina Okusimba, ask akina Louis, people who
Louis goes to all the fights with me. So.
I know. Listen where I'm coming from.
Ambia Louis aende ya Majembe hataenda.
What's a land? No, mpaka anifanyie hivi kama land.
Calm down. Mna nini? Tulieni.
Make sure it's like this, not like this.
Sawa.
Please.
So when these guys say the current generation ni watu nyinyi mlipata watu wakiwa very serious boxers nini hata even locally. I'm talking about locally. There were serious boxers. Boxing was a serious sport in Kenya. But to be honest, it has diluted. It has lost its glory.
It hasn't.
It has not.
Make your point ahead.
Ask say people who are in campus, ask people, the young guys say watakwambia I didn't know kulikuanga na boxing around.
Hezbollah unajongelea.
Sasa ndio hii watu tuko hapa TikTok watu wanakuambia kumbe kuna boxing. Sijiongelele. Go on TikTok and see the promotion.
You saying go on TikTok, mimi nakwambia enda ground uone.
Hata ground
enda uone.
Bas enda angalia watu wana watching hizo.
So umeshasema ma MPs.
Sio hiyo sasa ni watu hao.
Ma MPs
other young guys unaendanga niambie.
Hands hapana nilisema mambo ya hands.
No, she has to listen to me. No, she has to listen to me.
No, hand.
Anasema youth kwa sababu Kenyan politicians wanafikanga 50 na bado wanakwambia they are youthful. Sasa ndio maana anasema youth, young guys in campus.
Sino nakwambia the young guys are not attending this. They don't know. Sasa ndio hii imepata eyeballs. Wanasema it's not
you've called out Louis Mohana, si ndio? Louis Mohana on Sunday was interviewing who? This past Sunday.
Boxers.
Louis does it. Louis
is
in the business.
No, but you've used him as an example.
Age bracket.
You've used him as an example.
Because of the age bracket.
Sawa. Hakuna shida. What it has done, it has trended. Sawa.
It has brought eyeballs to the sport.
It has not brought eyeballs to the sport. The sport has always had eyeballs.
It has brought eyeballs to their match.
You guys are gatekeepers.
No, we
You're
are
gatekeeping
not.
the competition.
What competition?
Just because
you cannot. You
I've found the perfect term for you. Nyinyi ni
how we
gatekeepers.
get? Why
Sekele
was we
mawe.
gatekeeping?
Nyinyi ndio wale mnatuambia
Let me tell you, if you-
ugali kwa
ati hamjui
TikTok.
boxing,
No, no, no,
sasa
no.
mnakuja
Sikia.
kutu nini?
Mimi
hao
nasema
nyinyi.
mjui
Yeah.
boxing,
You
bro,
put
lakini
weka mawe in the same ring as someone like Mandonga. Si unataka mtu mouthy. Mandonga is very mouthy. Omse survive hata round moja.
Hata mimi najua ya survive.
Then what are you
But
telling me?
nawaambia-
It's bringing eyeballs to the sport.
But it is bringing
People who
eyeballs
watch
to the sport,
no. People
Nicolette.
who watch the sport want to watch real fights. So
But the real fights are not being talked about.
they are.
You're not marketing the
They
sport
are
the way
being
it's supposed
talked
to
about.
be.
I've told you.
Give
I've
it to
given.
them.
No,
Akina
no,
Majembe
no.
have done
You can't tell me
proper
that
marketing on their
Hezbollah.
fight.
You can't tell me that Hezbollah.
What we are lacking in terms of
Hezbollah-
boxing.
You're
in Kenya.
lying. Oh my
Hezbollah
God.
4 weeks
You
ago
need to
tulikuwa
go
na wewe
to
pale
an actual
Kalakoda.
match
Yeah.
and tell
Ndio
me.
tulikuwa naye Kalakoda.
Kulikuwa
na
Ndio,
watu ambao
we were-
kulikuwa-
kulikuwa na
boxing.
watu na
Kulikuwa na
nakwambia
watu.
hata jo
And
tuliangalia
professional fights.
angalia the age bracket na unajaribu kuwa show like
What age bracket? There
watu-
were no old people
this-
there.
Ngoja nitafute hiyo jina. Juu sasa
Kwanza
ni bo-
enda hata za MMA nini? Uniambie kama utapata ama MPs wenye wanashinda ukigaslight hapa unasema sijui ma MPs ushachotewa za nini za elections unaanza kutuletea story hapa. Unashinda ukiaccuse John. Unashinda ukiaccuse John na kumbe wako.
mimi siwezi jipata hapo by the way.
Sasa baka you can't tell me
No, she
people
didn't.
voted alafu unaniambia MPs surely.
But they're serious members of the society.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They are members of parliament attending it. The president chipped in money for that.
And that's the reason why the people in the sport are upset about that. Sasa tuko na boxers wanaenda Olympics na wana do. Mbona Majembe aende Olympics?
Juu wa provide jembe.
Yeah, but let's be serious when we're talking about
But
sports
angalia,
and
hata
let's
nitafute-
protect our people
Acha
in
nikutafutie
sports,
comments
man.
za that particular nini and how people are like,
Nicholas Mwangi, the likes of Nicholas Mwangi, the likes of Pratsides Onyango, part of the Kalakoda fighting promotion, part of actual, you know what, boxing. Au unataka kuniambia utakaa
but
chini
hata Kalakoda
wanasikia po-
imekuja juzi na nilikuwa
But they've been
nawaelezea.
there. Boxing promotions have been there. We've had boxing. Again, I'm telling you.
But when did we have a proper conversation about like the whole country is enthusiastic about
wewe unataka
doing-
kuniambia Zarika akiwa anapigana tulikuwa we were not enthusiastic when Conjestina used to fight we were not enthusiastic.
When was that?
Wewe kama ulikuwa
When was
watch
that?
wewe ulikuwa hauko
When was
familiar na
that?
the sport.
When
Sema
was
you were
that?
This
not
past
I was
Sunday.
not
It's not
familiar
me.
with the
This
sport.
past Sunday, Felix Logenberg was in studio, a 2-time super welterweight champion.
and that's why we are doing it.
Not
We are doing it
kuwekelea
'cause-
mawe. I'll wait. No, I'll wait.
Let's not confuse the two. Let's be respectful to our
This is an
professional
exhibition.
to our professional nini
This is an
fighters.
exhibition.
Let's be
and
respectful to them.
actually promote you as an exhibition, and we love exhibition matches. I have nothing against their fights.
He's a WWE fan. He has nothing against fake fighting. So
Yeah, I know,
Sawa.
I know. He's
It's fine.
he
I'll take that.
He likes scripts.
But you know, I skip Logan Paul's matches because even me. But at the same time, I have nothing against them. It's just that when you have the likes
I feel
of
like
Felix
Everest, do you want to say
in the
something?
studio,
Everest wants to
Sasa,
say something.
Logan Paul,
Everest is a
two-time
young man. He's younger
super
than you.
welterweight champion in studio, and then tunaweza kuongea story ya kuwekelea mawe.
You know, there's a interview we did.
Exhibition sawa.
There's an interview we did with King
And I love that match.
with King George, who's a current boxer right now, a current champion in Kenya. Please go and look at the comments and what he said and why these things are very dangerous for the actual sport. Your video hadi sahi bado inapata likes.
Hezbollah, how we get keeping.
You guys are
It's an
gatekeeping
exhibition
Gatekeeping.
match. It's fine.
You're like, oh, nyinyi
But
new fans.
There's
Oh,
nothing-
nyinyi
no,
new
no,
fans.
no,
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 kuna
it's
mtu
you.
amekwambia wewe ni new fan.
Tunataka our boxers peke yake wa
No,
fight.
no, no, no.
Unashinda
Mna
kujitetea,
gatekeep.
unaweza kuwa politician.
Wewe
No,
kama unataka
you're gatekeeping the
kujienjoy,
sport.
enjoy, but don't call yourself a professional when you're not.
We have
They
Everest
have
in
not called
studio with
themselves
us.
professional.
You're
They're
the one
just
who's calling them
boxing.
professionals, saying
No,
they're
I'm
bringing
like,
eyeballs to the sport.
Yeah,
They're not.
bringing eyeballs to the sport.
They have
Right
never
now-
gone for a
right now-
boxing
right
fight
now- right
and
now,
seen it
everyone
empty.
is talking about their fight.
Not everyone.
Not
Everyone is
everyone.
doing it.
Yeah, if you want to trend on it, sawa.
You're not everyone because you guys.
Everest
ni
is younger
wayers,
than you.
yeah.
Everest is younger than you. Let him talk.
If you checked ile
Everest is special. He's
Yeah.
I'm
shut up.
talking. Relax. Ungeochio waiting ya jana. Ungerealize that was not professionalism. Huko alienda tu kuletwa aje.
But
Ungesema
hao wenyewe wanajua they
Hakuna
know
kitu wanajua
the only
hapo.
professional boxer hapo ni Majembe. He's been training as a boxer even before him being famous as a boxer. He's been training.
Where is the evidence? Ntole evidence.
huu ni mtu wa social media afai kunikasirisha.
Nitolee evidence.
But unajua kusema msana anapiga punching bags na anaweka social media tena
that's
anafanya.
his boxing.
But that does not make me a professional boxer.
Jesus Christ.
Unaona
Go and
Majembe.
check the history of Majembe. Go and check.
Because kuna
check
fitness,
Weka mawe,
kuna
huyo jamaa weka
boxing
mawe.
fitness.
Mpe wasike. Wasike atamaliza huyo jamaa vibaya sana.
Majembe, achana na huyo naye tunajua ni content creator. Nakwambia Majembe specifically. Majembe
Mimi nishakwambia Majembe wako.
He's an amateur Kenyan boxer gaining fame via TikTok. Set to fight
he
Mbavu Destroyer.
Keyword amateur. Amateur.
Fighting style yake is a technical boxer. Sawasawa training recently shared intensive training routine of the bout that he's going to have against this gentleman. Sawasawa.
Unajua tulikuwa tunafaa kuongelea World Cup na FIFA series alafu unanipandisha damu hapa.
Panda damu kabisa.
Okay, first of all it's very unhealthy mtu akipandisha damu.
Unajua he doesn't go to matches. Everest, you're a person who enjoys that sport. You go. Have you ever found it empty?
Last time.
I enjoy boxing. That's why
when was the last time you went for a boxing event?
Mara moja bana.
Answer my question.
Acha nikwambia, I was brought up in Kawangware. Kawangware kuna social halls.
Kuna hizo social.
You know the social halls, Joe? Zinakuwaga na proper boxing.
Now let me ask you.
Acha nikwambia Majembe akiwa Kisumu before him being famous, he used to go to those social halls.
Let me ask you something.
Joe knows, you know it. The social halls. You have gone to the
Have you
social
found
halls.
them empty?
After this
Yes,
Burugu
kuna
fight.
proper
But let me
halls.
ask you, hizo social halls ushazipata ziko empty?
Sasa mnasemaje Majembe
No,
si
si
boxer?
ujibu swali.
No, he's an amateur boxer.
Anaenda all around the roundabout.
Me acknowledge he's an amateur boxer.
He's an amateur. Do you know the meaning of the word amateur?
He wants to
Gaining
get
into
professional, and you guys
professional.
mko like hapana.
We're not turning him down. We're not turning him down. We're just saying the antics around
you're content
it.
creators.
No, you're saying, you know where I have a problem with what you said?
And why are people
I have
talking
a
about
problem.
the
No,
eyeballs?
I have a
Correct.
problem with what you
Those are the
said.
eyeballs.
No, but I have a
Jamie
problem.
Pata.
I have a
Joe,
problem
you're
with
right.
what you say when you're telling me
The eyeballs.
that when you're telling me that now because of them there's interest in boxing. No. The interest in boxing has always been there. If you personally do not go out
But
of your
these are
way,
the new
let me
eyeballs.
finish.
The people
Let me
who have
finish.
not
But they're new eyeballs.
They're
They're new eyeballs, husband. I've asked you, when unasema you grew up in Kawangware, unaenda social halls. Have you ever found those social halls empty? Or have you found those social halls with only people of a certain age?
But sasa si unataka
Hakuna that, but sasa answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. I don't want to hear your house whose wise what. Answer the question. Hakuna cha complaints. Answer the question, husband. Just answer the question.
Fans. But listen.
Are they skewed to a particular gender and a particular age?
No, nataka kuelezea.
Actually maelezi. We just answer the question.
Namjibu.
When you were in school, you were told a yes or no question.
But this is not a yes or no question.
It is.
It's not a yes or no question.
Sana.
The answer, this is an open-ended question. Unataka kumjibu.
No, amekuza kama kuna kwanga
Nilikuwa nasikia baridi.
Wanakuza kama inakwanga empty. Unajitetea.
No,
Mimi sijawahi enter any combat sports and I'm going to talk across MMA, kickboxing. Sijawahi ender here locally.
You guys are gatekeeping the sport.
Well, how we gatekeeping the sport when people know about it?
How?
You're bringing in more eyeballs. Muko like
The eyeballs are there. They've been
We're having
there.
comments coming through from what you've said. Karen Radul has chimed in on this. He's like, Hezbon is right for Kenya. Kenya has gone with from winning gold medals at the Olympics to not having a single boxer at the Paris Olympics.
But that's
you guys are like,
financial. That's
you guys are like,
financial.
no.
It's financial.
The sport has deep
Standards in Kenya have dropped.
and
It's
that's
financial.
She goes on
that's
to
it.
say Mwangi had to go to hone his skills in Dubai.
Yeah, but that's because of what? Finances.
Not
And that
finances
is what
because the
is
sport,
no,
because
but
the sport
Hezbollah,
was
wait,
dying.
let me no, the sport is not dying.
The sport
The
was,
finance behind it,
was
and that is
it-
the thing that is upsetting professional boxers, that a president can go and remove money and give content creators, while a professional boxer who is there defending.
because you guys are not doing your beats.
You
guys
were
are not
with
doing your
me.
beats.
You
You
can't
guys are
tell
not
me
doing your
that.
beats.
You can't tell me
You
that,
guys are not
Hezbollah.
doing
You
your
were with
beats.
me in
Who's not
studio
doing
when
your beats? Who?
you were with me in studio when we were talking with Zarika. You were with me.
I
in
was
studio.
here. I was
and
here.
What
And
did
that's
she
what I'm
tell
telling you. What did she say? The promoters are failing us. See, that's what she said. Ndio
Wewe
hiyo
unasema
promoters are
fans.
doing it.
Wewe
Ndio
unasema
promoters are
fans.
doing it.
Wewe unasema fans
Ndio hiyo
wako na
boxing ya
shida.
Majembe na nani, the promoters are doing
Which
it.
promoters?
Where-
Which promoters?
Okay,
Kwani
it's
if
under
it-
Vurugu.
if
It's
it-
under Vurugu
let
fight.
me ask you, if
It is
it-
under a company that we cannot mention right here.
that one,
But
yeah.
those
it has
guys are
sponsors.
pushing. Yeah, the
It has
sponsors are
sponsors.
there.
Look at the tickets. Tickets are almost sold out. Why?
Because they're content creators.
But they're
Bottom
boxing.
line.
They're going to fight.
But
Bottom
umejibiwa.
line.
They've
Bottom
brought the
line,
spotlight to the
they're
game. You guys are like, oh no, our boxing is okay. Our boxing is not okay, Nicolette. And Zarika pointed
No, you
it out
cannot
here.
tell me. You see, Hezbollah, you can't change your question or you can't change what your statement is. Your statement was there has been no eyeballs on boxing. Right?
And that's the truth.
No.
Wait, we know it. Do we know it does not mean everyone knows it? It's because you're fanatics. It's because you're in the business of sport, Nicolette. That's why we know it.
Can I finish my point?
So
can I finish my point?
The last event, ingekuwa na watu juu we're in the business. What's your sports agenda?
Because we marketed that.
Exactly.
That's the people who are marketing it.
Umeulizwa, but unajua Hezbon unashinda ukiulizwa maswali mengi na unaongea sana na ujibu the actual question.
No, nijua mtaki kuona this side
Sasa,
of
as I was saying, you can't change your statement. When you make a statement, stick by it.
I'm sticking by it.
Umesema kina Majembe bringing eyeballs to boxing,
and
right?
That's what I'm saying.
And I asked you, and when I asked you, when have you attended a boxing? And I'm going to cut across all combat sports. Kickboxing, boxing, combat, and any MMA. Even karate, judo, taekwondo. When have you attended these events and found them empty? You know, it's very different right now. I
was at the Japan ambassadors judo nini. You remember that tournament? Juzi to even
invited, yeah.
You remember tulikuwa huko? How many fans did you see, Joe? Tulikuwa wengi, tulikuwa tumejaza, si ndio? Hatukuwa tumejaza. What does that show you?
But if you're telling me,
what does that show you?
If you're telling me it's bringing the eyes, if you're telling me they're bringing the eyes back, that you and I will disagree.
No, this event will be the same venue. Go and see the number of fans that will be in that match. Go and see the number of fans that will be in that match.
Go and see that match.
It's bringing eyeballs.
Kuna fight leo Friday night. Leo kuna fight Thursday night. Leo kuna fight Thursday night. Leo kuna fight MMA. Please go and tell me if it's going to be empty and guys are going to work tomorrow.
But we want more.
But there is more. Just ask, inquire, where are they?
Research.
Okay, my opinion is this.
Joe, they're not doing their jobs. That's why at Jazzy.
Na wako na Instagram pages na wako na better Instagram content than your local KPL football club.
Hello.
Wewe hata usahii ujui uko na player gani injured, lakini utajua nani haezi show up for the fight tonight or the day after.
Good morning.
Hiyo ni club gani umegonga hivyo? Karibangisha.
Anyway. Tunakuanga na an updated page. We have a social media manager. I don't know about you.
I think the question the question here would be I'm posing it not only to the three of you and also to you guys listening out there 0733222105 and also you can call us through 0748 999 should there be a fine balance between event promotion or boxing or any form of combat and how it's handled on social media? Should there be like a way to make sure that it does not delude either the marketing or the event?
But these are guys who are trying to work. Mtoto wako Joe akijaribu kutembea kuna time anaangukanga, umchapangi viboko. You guide them, unamwambia baby ukifanya hivi, fanya hivi. These are guys who are they are not professional yet. And we agree. Because angalia, nimekwambia Majembe used to train in those social halls. Ana learn. Mnakuwa already we can't attend, you can't do this to our sport, you can't.
No, my problem with you is you say
when will they can?
My problem with you is stick by your statement, don't switch your statement.
Trump.
Stick by your statement, don't switch it.
Hello, Sporty FM.
Hello.
Yes. Hey, how are you?
Hi, girl. How are you?
I'm doing.
Hi, Hezbon.
Hi.
We're doing quite all right, Carol. Welcome to the show. I'm sure you've heard of the heated argument, and
I've heard it. It's a fantastic discussion.
Yes.
But because the two of you are bullying Hezbon, I'm calling to speak on his behalf.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's a bully in studio. He's not bullying.
Uh-huh.
No. You see, in a sense, you're all right.
Uh-huh.
There are eyeballs, but they're not the type of eyeballs that will take this sport to the next level.
Exactly.
Right.
Nicolette is saying the social halls are full. A social hall capacity has how many? Last year I was at even Charter Hall, which is a big one, you know. The capacity is what? It's not even 1,000 people. They've paid how much? 100 bob. You guys were in school the other day. You do the calculation, 1,000 people times 100 bob. And that is on a good day. You know, to pack a social hall is nothing. When these things go to like Mass House or KICC, you're looking at 5,000-10,000 people.
Correct.
Do we have the capacity to fill 5,000 capacity facilities on a weekly basis and pay proper money, not 100 bob? You pay 500, you pay 1,000 bob. That is a sign of a sport growing. Kenyans complain about the cost of going to watch local sport, but we buy air tickets to go and watch Emirates.
Correct.
World Cup tickets. I bought tickets for Qatar World Cup. The cheapest was 21,000 shillings, and I went for 3 games. So for some reason, we don't feel that the quality of our sport, and in this case, boxing, is big enough for us to pay 5,000-10,000 shillings to watch. They have money. They spend that in a bar on Friday night.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
So I think what Hezbollah is trying to say, and by the way, the Charter Hall event I went for, it was full, but it was full of people from the different boxing clubs.
Right.
Not from random fans.
Yes,
it was the different boxing clubs that fill up these social halls week in, week out. It's not me and you who actually love boxing. Who, if Mayweather was coming, we'd pay to go and watch him, you know.
Right.
So there's something we have to do about the quality and the grooming of our boxers. Zarika was clear. It's the promoters. By the way, promoters make money. I know people who call me and say, this promoter owes me money from 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So some promoters are really messing up the sport, which is unfortunate because it's a sport we love.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Matt's house will be full because of backing from TV 47, Radio 47. All these interviews. Mwangi was back yesterday on the Drive show. He's been there before. Mwangi himself has been in Dubai for the last couple of years.
Right.
He's just come back to try and do something about boxing in Kenya, but he's a professional boxer. He boxes in Thailand and in a lot of Asian countries. So, in a sense, you're both right, but it's still, I'm sure there are so many fans of boxing who have never been to boxing in Kenya, and that is where the problem is. There are fans who don't know what's happening when they're happening, and unfortunately, by the way, I'm not for paying content creators over sports people. You know
yes,
me.
Yes, exactly. That's where my problem is.
And my issue is, and what you've just brought up is quite good.
But if that's what's going to get the visibility to the sport,
then let's do
you
it.
can't ignore the role of content creators in current day marketing.
So, content creators in current day marketing have an exhibition fight introducing non-boxing fans to boxing.
By the way, somebody supposed to watch boxing is a fan. They've just not been given the environment to go and watch it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like football. I am sure there are people who go to Emirates 3-4 times a year, but I've never gone to Nyayo Stadium.
Yeah.
Or gone to watch a game at Ulinzi Complex because of how things are packaged. So people are seeing opportunities everywhere. Look at these athletic events that are being created for women only. Faith Adona runs in one. Which one is it? This one for women only. You know, people are beginning to commercialize sport beyond the hardcore athlete and the hardcore sports fan. And that's the way the world is going. We need to adapt.
So you're not scared of the delusion or the deludedness of the sport because now it's too much commercialization.
I think there's room for everybody to professionalize their sport. There's room for everyone. If somebody's going to say, you know what, let's go and watch. People think of what are they called? These basketball stunt guys.
Globetrotters.
The Globetrotters. People pay millions to watch the Globetrotters. I hosted on Radu Live during COVID. I hosted this football juggler. What's his name? He had millions of followers on Instagram. What's his name? Anyway, I hosted him here. People pay a lot of money to go and watch them. That's commercializing sport in a different way. But you might argue, okay, then why aren't we paying to watch our footballers the same amount we're paying to watch an international juggler? Or why aren't we paying our basketball people in the league what we pay the Harlem Globetrotters?
Correct.
There's room for both entertainment and sport. And people who are making a sport popular through entertainment, you can't fault them for that.
All right, then.
You should tell the people who are managing the hardcore sport athletes to step up.
Now,
they need to step up and give us experiences.
I appreciate that comment, but now when we come back to a situation whereby a high-ranking government official says, you know what, here's the money, have this money, go and promote this exhibition, yet you have proper boxers, proper athletes
Africa's own championships. There was a financial issue for our boxers.
Yes, but yet high-ranking officials are saying, you know what, have 2 million shillings, have 5 million shillings. Don't you think it's scary to think about it?
I have a problem with our politicians, period. I have to be a little nice because I have to invite them to our upcoming launch.
I believe her, yes.
Our politicians play a lot of it's politics, it's their own marketing, their campaigning, whatever the reasons are, you know. I mean, it's as much as, and I can use Chan as an example, as much as our Harambee Stars deserved all the money they were given.
Right.
I think during the same period, our junior women basketballers became African champions in Cameroon.
Correct.
Beating Cameroon in the final.
Yes.
So, if the money is there, let's spread it to everybody who deserves it.
Now that's the point. Now I appreciate.
I have a problem. Our politicians, I just need to be politically correct for at least 2 weeks.
If you know, you know. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you so much for that call. Hezi, the eyeballs are there.
But you know, she said something that has made me think differently about one thing. About one thing.
Right.
If we're talking about incorporating like Kina Majembe and Co into the sport, then they should have accepted the offer when they were being told to go and do an exhibition ahead of the professional fights, because then in my opinion you're helping the sport grow.
But them, they don't have a they're like,
but this
is the avenue we have.
No, but you are told by promoter come,
but they're not meeting what they feel is.
But I can't pay you
value.
more. I can't pay you more than a professional. I'm sorry, you're not a professional.
That's another issue. Kwani mimi nitakula nini? I have a family,
but
I have a life.
Ushachotewa na kila mtu jamani.
I have a life.
Umechotewa na kila mtu toa ile the greed they talk about in the Bible.
So God, you wanted Jake Paul to be paid the same amount as Anthony Joshua?
That cannot happen.
But I'm getting paid more here.
By the way, let me tell you one thing. Unaona sasa, when you look at exhibition fights abroad, Jake Paul is the one who pays the professional boxers to fight against him, and he pays them heftily. They all make more money than him.
But this is a different
So in my opinion, when you're telling me he's bringing eyeballs to the sport, I would say because he's sacrificing his entire face for there to be eyeballs on the sport of boxing. So that's a different opinion.
But that's a different thing. That's a different thing.
But that's how I feel like, as an influencer or an influential person or a content creator, that's how you help the sport.
But I'm helping the sport, but I have to feed my family.
Wait, let me ask you, walipewa pesa ngapi na Jalango?
Sinaona sasa hizi pigana Cartoon 47 juizi ma story.
Hiyo ni exhibition. Tunaongea na wase wa Kalakoda, una open your fight yao.
Hata mimi uliniogopa. Naweza kuharibu meno.
Sio ndo unaanzisha alafu tukasema Joe Side versus Cartoon 47. Ubaya tu ni weight class hapo ndo kidogo sijui.
Joel Jale kata 100k. 100,000 Joe.
Imagine ulikuwa unalipwa 100,000.
Yeah, no.
Tununulia breakfast yenye si yetu hii kawaida.
Wow. So, for example, such a promotion whereby it was Joe Saina versus Cartoon 47. Sawa. Am I bringing eyeballs to boxing, or am I bringing eyeballs to me as an individual and also Cartoon 47?
There were listeners who are like, when was the last time I even heard about boxing in Kenya?
Joe, kuna power play sahi mtasikia everywhere.
As we are doing our duty, because it's our mandate to have to inform Kenyans, because that's our task even as sport, and they're doing a good job while at it, because if we have highlighted akina Felix wamekuja hapa,
yes,
tulikuwa na Babalu hapa. You know what we are doing is
tulikuwa na kina Achebe has been boxing. He's a current MMA champion. Ameshika belt, bado kuna mse wa kudefend your belt.
So,
and a boxer.
At the end of the day, Hezbon, between Majembe and Mbavu, Destroyer.
Majembe.
Who's winning this bout?
Majembe.
And in what round?
I'm team Majembe.
Which round? The showdown is going to happen in April 14th.
The first
April
round.
4th, but we can just talk Anangusha in the first round.
Anamaliza na mapema. Majembe has a very heavy fist. Ule mwingine anaekelewa tu mawe. Train sijamwona kitrain. Sijui kama ni strategy ana feature.
Unajua mimi hata sasa nikienda gym, nikiresume gym next week, nitaeka nini ya miku box punching bag alafu niseme incoming nikuchallenge sawa?
Mimi ndakugonga.
Uwezi? Me have a heavy hand.
Ndakugonga.
You know me, I lift weights.
Nimekuona.
I know we do not encourage intergender fights, but this one, I'd like to watch.
Kuna tutafutia ring jo.
Me I'll be the ring announcer for this match, but you guys, we are here in studio the next day. Moja atakuwa anaongea poa.